redemption time at the Hawks Nest. The Red Hot men's basketball team is looking to even the season series against the 6th-place St. Clair Saints, and in the process, improve to an 8-game winning streak. Hello, I'm Natalie Stoberman. St. Clair won a 90-87 overtime thriller the last time they played the Hawks back in the beginning of the season, but Humber has improved quite a lot since then. You can find the Hawks ranked 5th in the country, and they have the best defense in the West Division in the OCAA. So to see both of these teams go to another overtime game today could be a stretch. Let's send it over to Stephen and Sean for more on the matchup.
Yeah, thank you, Natalie. Tonight is going to be an amazing game here. Steve Carney alongside Sean Togwood, and Sean, Humber, 7 straight wins, hottest team in the OCAA. What are they going to have to do to keep that up?
They're going to have to use their speed and athleticism to really push the pace in this game.
Yeah, 100%. Looking at some of the big players for the Humber Hawks, of course, Gibson Edifel had one of the strongest halves in the OCAA the first half of the season. He was great, led his team to an amazing record. Right now they're sitting at 10-3, of course. But you got to look at a guy like Tyrone Dixon. This guy last year was an amazing player. Missed the first half of the season for the Hawks, but is one of the best defensive players in the entire league. And he's looking for a big performance here tonight.
He is currently in the 500 rebound club and the 500 point club as a Humber Hawk. So he is a big key if Humber wants to win this game here today.
Yeah, he has to be key. He's an amazing defender. Out there is with him is Balajit Judge, Gibson Edifel, Ansel Martin, and of course Braden Goen wearing number 7 in white. But Tyrone Dixon, such an amazing player, an undersized big, really 6'6", but he is so athletic and so strong that he is such a good defender, tough to deal with. Things get underway and the Saints win the opening tip. And here they come. Number 2 has the ball right now for the Saints. That is Charles Baskin. As the Saints are looking to get on the board first. On the outside, pull-up jumper. Good defense by Goen, but a late foul call there. And number 21, that of course is Trevor Mollison. He is the leading scorer for the St. Clair Saints, and he's going to be going to the line.
A little bit of a late call here, but Goen did a good job of closing out on the shooter. Just a little over-aggressive on that last play.
Yeah, just a little over-aggressive. You're right about that one. He's going to be called for the foul, but missing the first one is Mollison. So the Hawks so far not being punished for that one. Misses both of them, so that's not the way he wants to start his night. And he's going to turn it over here. The Hawks will have possession. So no harm, no foul. Judge will inbound it here for the Hawks. And he hands it off to Edifel, one of the best point guards in the OCAA. Gibson Edifel has had a great season so far, but he's stripped by Mollison against possession. They're going to need to hurry up the offense now. Just 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Edifel on the outside, goes inside to Ansel Martin. Good ball movement there. Judge with the 3 ball. Dixon looking for the offensive rebound, and Edifel has possession. Edifel on the outside turns it over, and the Saints coming in transition with the fast break bucket. That is number 3, Jermaine Lynch. The Saints jump out to the 2-0 lead. Sorry, Sean.
Lynch was able to jump the passing lane and get the easy fast break bucket.
Edifel now on the outside, gets it to Martin, right back to Edifel for 3, and Edifel hits his first 3 ball. 3-2 lead now for the Hawks, 8:38 left in the first quarter. So far things getting off very quick. Both teams very athletic, as you can see. St. Clair now with possession, going inside kisses it off the glass. That's Jermaine Lynch once again, so Lynch has found a touch early on, and the Hawks turn it over, and the Saints will have possession again. Out there as well for the Saints, number 12 in green. That's Tom Brady, wearing the same number as New England Patriots, number 12, Tom Brady, but this one's a different Tom Brady. but he has possession of the ball now. And Brady turns it over. Dixon up to Edifel in transition. Edifel misses the layup, but Dixon puts it back. And that's the effect that Tyrone Dixon has with the offensive rebound and putback. They're going on the inside. Can't finish. So that's Charles Baskin. Going to be called for the offensive foul and a turnover.
Tyrone Dixon, he knows his job is to clean up the boards, and he does just that by getting the putback bucket.
And Dixon is so athletic, like we mentioned. Ansel Martin also athletic, drains the jumper. And that one stretches the Hawks lead out to 3, 7-4 here. Just getting way here at the Hawks Nest. Non-shooting foul called here. Jermaine Lynch draws it. Looks like Judge is the one picking up the foul. It looks like they're giving that one to Ansel Martin. Either way here are the Saints. On the outside, Mollison going inside. Hands it off to Brady. Brady with a pull-up jumper off the mark, and Dixon all over the rebound. And here comes Dixon, hands it off to Braden Goen. Martin now on the outside to Judge. Kicks it over to Edifel. Good ball movement. Goen, though, going to be called for going out of bounds. Tough break there for Humber.
Some nice defense by Sinclair there to force Goen to go baseline, and Goen just steps out of bounds.
Yeah, Braden Goen looked like he had an avenue toward the basket, just maybe stepped out of bounds a little bit. Turnover again here by St. Clair, an illegal screen. So the Hawks will have possession again. 7:02 left in the first quarter. 7-4 lead for the Hawks.
One of the matchups I'll look for is Tyrone Mollison and Gibson Edifel. And just to see how that matchup plays out, I think it'll dictate much of how this game goes.
Some more good ball movement in there, and Judge was stripped there, but great movement by Humber. Judge trying to go on the inside. He's teamed up there with Tyrone Dixon, and here is Dixon. Like I mentioned, maybe an undersized big man at 6'6", but so strong and so athletic. And he's going to make his way to the free throw line.
He definitely knows how to operate in a way around the bucket, and you can see he's too strong for the defender to handle.
He misses the first one, but hits the second. That gets the lead out 8-4 now for the Humber Hawks. 6:44 left here in the first quarter. Here's Mollison. Gets it out to Brady. Back to Mollison. Goes inside. Tries to kiss it off the glass, but Tyrone Dixon with the big block. And Braden Goen, his outlet pass is just a little bit too far ahead of Ansel Martin, so another turnover for the Humber Hawks.
A great block here by the defender as Mollison drives, and then he is denied, and Humber tries to go up the other way.
Yeah, Tyrone Dixon, one of the best defenders in the OCAA, and you see right there with another great block, keeps the Humber Hawks up by 4. Trying to go inside on Dixon. That's number 5, Akeem Ruitt. He turns it over. Oh, Humber thinks they had a turnover there, but they're saying it went off of Humber. So the Saints will have possession of the ball here. 6:08 left in the first quarter. 8-4 lead for Humber. And checking in for the Saints is number 23, Lance Drummonds. He's going to replace Tom Brady as Brady goes to the bench. That pass off the mark, deflected by Dixon, I believe. And Ruott's going to have to check it in again. Just 3 seconds left on the shot clock. They need to get one up. That's a bomb let go by Lynch off the backboard. Shot clock violation, and now the Hawks have it in transition. Edifel. being guarded here by Baskin. Now a bit of a double team here by the Saints. He kicks it over to Braden, going for a wide open three, just off the mark. Judge, though, gets the offensive rebound. Judge, Ruat now battling for the ball with Dixon, and the Saints come away with it. Mollison going inside, going and finishes with the tough reverse layup over some great defense. Hawks turn it over. The pull-up three opportunity there by Baskin, but he can't put it in. And now the Hawks. Edifel gets it up to Dixon. Misses the easy lay-in. And then this one deflects off the Saints, so Humber will have possession, but Tyrone Dixon missing a good opportunity there.
It's really uncharacteristic of Tyrone Dixon to miss plays like that. He just rushes it a little bit.
Yeah, you're right about that. Tyrone Dixon usually puts those ones away. Couldn't do it there, but Humber still has an 8-6 lead here, approaching halfway into this first quarter. Tyrone Dixon, like we mentioned, a part of the 500-point, 500-rebound club now for the Humber Hawks. He's had a great career here at Humber, especially on the defensive end. We already seen him with a couple blocks here tonight. He is so strong.
And here's the play by Turbo Mollison to put in the nice reverse layup, nice athleticism to get that up and in.
So just ending this timeout break now. The Hawks up 8-6. Taking on the St. Clair Saints here at home. Humber, of course, the hottest team in the OCAA. They have won 7 straight and 9 of their last 10, and now sit at 10-3 and are just 2 points behind the Mohawk Mountaineers, who are sitting in first in the West Division at 11-2. So Humber doing a good job making up some ground. Of course, they gave Mohawk their first loss of the season earlier this year. So Humber looking to continue that hot play here tonight and continue that winning streak, looking to push it to 8 and move to 11-3 and hopefully move closer to first place. Edifel inbounds it to Tyrone Dixon, and he gets it right back to Edifel, and he drains another 3-ball. So Gibson Edifel finding the touch from the outside early on tonight. Baskin now hands it off to Malvison. Being guarded by Gone. He goes inside with a tough layup, but Tyrone Dixon there on the rebound. Hands it off to Edifel. Ton of speed over to Ansel Martin. Martin hands it off to Judge, and the Hawks will regroup. Dixon looking for Edifel. Nice pass. Avoids a steal, and Edifel was looking for another 3. This one's short. Dixon saves it with a great effort. And Ansel Martin now has possession. Going inside. Ansel Martin. Strong move, and he's going to be fouled. And he will go to the line for 2. 11-6. Humber Hawks lead. 4:36 left in the first quarter.
The play starts with Dixon saving the ball from going out of bounds, and then Ansel Martin goes up strong, attacks the basket, and is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, what a great effort it was by Tyrone Dixon, Sean, and led to this trip to the free throw line for Ansel Martin. Hits the first of 2. Looking to get the second and push the lead out to 7 for the Hawks. He can't do it. 12-6 lead, though, for the Humber Hawks. 4:34 left here in the first quarter, and the Saints will have possession. Checking in for the Saints, that's number 24, Wayne James. Also for the Hawks, they have a couple of substitutions as well. You got number 22 out there. That, of course, is Kenny Edgem. He's second right now in points per game for the Humber Hawks. He's had a good season so far. Also checking in is number 6 for Humber, and that is, of course, Mikhail Williams-McIntosh. And here comes Humber in transition after some good defense. Tyrone Dixon going inside, and the big man finishes amongst some tough defense there from the Saints. Here's Malvison. Gets it out to Baskin. Edifel all over Baskin. On the outside, it's a 3-ball put up by Lynch off the mark. Mollison now coming inside again. Hands it off to Drummonds, who finishes amongst some pressure. Ansel Martin now with it. 3:40 left here in the first quarter. 14-8 lead for the Humber Hawks. Martin lets one go and drills the jumper. Ansel Martin having a good game so far. Mollison takes the screen, lets the three ball go. This one off the mark. And that one went off Drummond's and out of bounds. So the Humber Hawks will regain possession. Checking in for the Saints, number 1, Max Reiner. And for the Hawks, number 23, Kerwin Elvis.
Here's the last basket by Martin, and he just turns and he's ready to shoot right away. He gets it up and puts it in.
I haven't seen number 6 for the Saints yet tonight. Patrick Donnelly, he's second in the team in scoring, sorry, third in the team in scoring, but first in rebounds. They could have used him tonight against the Hawks, so if he's injured, it's a tough break for St. Clair. Just missing was Edgem. Tyron Dixon couldn't get the offensive board, and in transition, here come the Saints. Mollison over to Reiner. And now here's Lynch. Holding on, looking for an avenue. He goes inside, draws the foul. Can't finish, but he'll go to the line for 2.
A nice aggressive drive there by Lynch. Puts his head down, goes right to the bucket, fights through the contact, gets it up enough to draw the foul, and goes to the line for 2.
Yeah, good work, like you mentioned, by Lynch to draw the foul. And he will go to the line, trying to keep St. Clair in this first quarter. They're down 16-8 with 2:46 left. And he's going to make it a 7-point game. And you know what? Humber, a very good offensive team, 3rd in the OCAA in terms of field goal percentage, but their defense is where they shine. 2nd in steals per game, 11.8. A lot of that going to Gibson Edifel, one of the best steals guys in the entire OCAA. Blocks per game as well, they're ranked 5th. And then points per game allowed, 2nd at 65.8. So this team very good on the defensive side. But here comes the offense, and Ansel Martin finishes with a huge dunk over top of Wayne James. Oh boy, Ansel Martin has some hops. Saints turn it over. Here comes Humber once again. And Elvis draws the foul, but boy, that dunk over the big man. Number 24, Wayne James, was absolutely huge, Sean.
Ansel Martin just puts a nice exclamation point on that bucket, gets up nice and high, and throws it down.
It's a thunderous jam there, Sean. Ansel Martin showing he has some strength on the inside, finishing over the big number 24, Wayne James, who sits at 6'6". So Ansel Martin going inside strong. And Kerwin Elvis now misses the first free throw. But the Hawks still have an 8-point lead here, 18-10. Just in the last couple minutes of the first quarter. Elvis misses both, but on the offensive rebound, Williams McIntosh inside to Edgem. Goes inside and he finishes. Kenny Ejum, finishes inside with a tough basket, Sean. He looks pretty good.
That really shows the importance of boxing out on a free throw. They weren't really able to do that defensively, and that cost them.
And Drummonds misses the deep 3 ball there. Transition, Edgem trying to go up strong, but a smart, strong foul there by Max Reiner, saying he had all ball, but that was a clear foul. And Ejum will go to the line.
Ryder just making sure on this play there's no way for Ejum to be able to put it up for an easy 2. Just a nice tactical foul, and he wraps him up.
And coming out onto the floor for the Saints, number 4, D'Angelo Knox, as well as number 7, Jordan Dixon Keaton. So the Saints using a lot of bench players here so far, trying to keep up with the pace that Humber has set. As Ejum misses the second. Humber will have possession. I think they called a clear path foul there. Kenny Ejum misses both. Humber, though, with a 20-10 lead. Minute 58 left here in the first quarter. Out there now for the Hawks, C.J. Bennett, number 8 in white. Very good offensive player. Ton of energy, and here he goes inside. Nice pass to Ejim. Strong move. It looks like Bennett was fouled. So the Hawks, once again, doing a good job inside.
Bennett has a nice position to grab this rebound, to get under the defender and get hacked, and he'll go to the line.
And he's looking to capitalize here. Misses the first, and the Hawks have not been strong here from the free throw line early on. Missing an opportunity to stretch their lead out. As Bennett hits the second one, so 21-10 lead now for Humber. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. And here comes Reiner for the Saints. Still with it, dribbling in here, being guarded by Williams-McIntosh. And now there's a turnover. CJ Bennett now in transition. Hands it off to Kervin Elvis. Inside to Ejim. Judge with the deep three ball, and Judge hits it. Judge hits the deep three ball, makes it 24-10 with a minute and 20 left.
Nice ball movement leads to that bucket.
That was great ball movement. Foul Judge had a wide open three ball and drilled it. And here he comes in transition. Judge hands it off to Williams-McIntosh inside to Ejim. Nice pass inside to CJ Bennett. And the lead is growing here for the Humber Hawks, 26-10 with just 52 seconds left in the first quarter.
Great vision by Ejim to find Bennett for the easy bucket.
And Bennett with another nice steal in transition again, can't finish the fast break layup, and the Saints coming right back. D'Angelo knocks. D'Angelo can't hit that one. And the Hawks will have possession again, just 26 seconds left here in the first quarter, and they have a 26-10 lead. Looking for a bigger lead here as CJ Bennett goes inside, but that one's off the glass. He gets his own rebound and puts it back. So CJ Bennett coming off the bench, with some energy, and he's looking good here for Humber early on.
Poor defense on that last play. Nobody blocked the rebounder out, and he was able to walk right in and grab it.
The Hawks had a foul to give there. As you see on the replay, Bennett gets his own rebound and put back, but they had a foul to give, and that forces St. Clair to now get the final shot up with just 1.5 seconds left. Reiner needs to get one off. He gets it, but it's a little bit short. So the Humber Hawks, what a strong first quarter performance that was. 28-10 lead over the St. Clair Saints, Sean.
Well, we said it in the open that Humber would really have to start using their speed and athleticism if they wanted to win this game, and that's exactly what they've been doing here early in this game as we close out the first quarter.
Yeah, 28-10 lead. They've looked dominant here early on. You just see some of the good ball movement that we talked about. Look at that beautiful pass. Kenny Ejim inside CJ Bennett. And early on, the Hawks really using that ball movement to just separate themselves from the St. Clair Saints. And we're going to listen in now to head coach of the Humber Hawks. That's Sean Collins. So if you look back at some of the replays from the first quarter, how about this play, Sean? Ansel Martin, pure athleticism here, absolutely crowning Wayne James with a posterizing dunk.
just a little exclamation point and a nice athletic move just to get off and slam it down.
Well, Ansel Martin, very athletic player like you just mentioned, and used it there with the big dunk. Humber looking for some more of those plays. At least their home fans are. Humber just looking for a win. Braden going, nice move inside, finishes with the layup. And Humber now leading by 20 with 9:44 left in the first half. Humber really dominant here. Bennett grabs the rebound, gets it over to Ediful. And the Hawks pushing the momentum again. The pace is so fast here for Humber. And St. Clair has not been able to respond, but here comes Ruat with the big dunk off the steal in transition. That is Akeem Ruat finishing with a huge jam.
And if you're St. Clair, you don't want to be shown up by Ansel Martin's earlier dunk, so you want to get a dunk of your own.
And Ruat there with a nice one in transition, but they're still down by 28. Humber looking really good here. Sorry, down by 18. Humber looking really good though, up 30-12 with 9:01 left here in the first half.
Here's Ruat's dunk. He jumps the passing lane with great anticipation, and he throws it down in the fast break jam.
Yeah, huge dunk there by Ruat. Cuts the lead down to 18, but Humber really dominant early on in this first half as Braden Gone misses the first one from the free throw line. And Braden Gone, he's one of those guys that can throw down the big dunks as well. Nominated last year for Dunk of the Year. So this guy has some crazy hops, just like Ansel Martin, which you saw earlier. So maybe Braden Gone can get his chance tonight. But here come the Saints. It's Baskin trying to go inside to Ruat. This one turned over, and Judge hands it off to Gone. Gone now brings it across half court, hands it off to Dixon. Over to Ediful, and Ediful, nice screen by Dixon. Tries to go inside. This one goes off a foot, and here come the Saints. Drummonds can't hold on. Braden Gone with some great defense to get back. Gets it over to Ediful. Ediful, nice pass to Bennett inside, back to Ediful. And he goes inside and draws the foul, can't finish, but will go to the line for two.
What an effort by Gibson Ediful on that last play. He drives right in. He's harassed by three defenders, and he gets it up for the chance for two.
Yeah, 31-12. Humber now leading. 8:24 left in the second quarter. Humber looking really, really good early on as Ediful misses the first one. But hits the second. Gibson Ediful early on with a strong effort. Already with 7 points on the night. Looking pretty good here for the Humber Hawks. Checking in for the Hawks, number 11 now. That is Jordan Rose coming into the game. Another one of those guards that Humber relies on off the bench. The Saints now have it. That's Dixon Keaton. Handed it on to Baskin. Baskin now looking for the screen from Ruat. Goes the other way. Inside to Drummonds. Tries the post move there, but good defense from Judge. And Ediful gets it up to Rose. To Judge in the corner. And he steps out of bounds there. The referee almost near half court making that call. 7:53 left here in the first half. Humber has a 32-12 lead.
And really what's been happening here is the athleticism and the passing is almost too much for St. Clair to handle right now. And Humber is also locking in their defense, as we saw just there, as good defense leads to St. Clair getting the ball and trying to inbound it again.
And Tyrone Dixon there on defense for the Hawks. Like we mentioned, one of the best defenders in the OCAA, and he grabs the rebound, hands it off to Ediful. And the Hawks with a 20-point lead here over the St. Clair Saints. Nice pass from Ediful inside to Judge. And Baljot Judge with an easy layup there. Beautiful ball movement by the Hawks again. Now Baskin on the outside, tries to go inside. Oh, and a huge block. Tyrone Dixon absolutely swatting that one away. The effort from D'Angelo Knox is turned aside by Tyrone Dixon. 7:14 left here in the first half, 34-12 lead. It's a great defense there, Sean.
Tyrone Dixon is everywhere right now. He denied that last play.
And now here's Jordan Rose, tries to get it over to Dixon, who hands it off to Edifel. Edifel uses the screen. Back inside to Dixon, and Dixon goes up strong and is called on the foul, is number 5, Akeem Ruat. And Dixon will go to the line again, 34-12 lead here for the Hawks. Just a dominating performance from Humber early on over St. Clair.
And that's often what happens when you have an energetic play on defense. It really helps you on the other end of the floor as well.
And Dixon hits the first one, 35-12 lead now. They stretch it out to 23. And he hits the second, so a 24-point lead already here for Humber. I don't think we expected this. St. Clair 5-6, a very athletic team, but not able to hang with Humber early on. This one goes off of a St. Clair player, so Humber will have possession again. Still almost 7 minutes left here in this first half, 6:47 to be exact. And Humber already with a 24-point lead. Absolutely dominant performance. Edifel looking for the floater. This one off the mark. And here come the Saints. It's Charles Baskin. Charles Baskin, He goes inside strong, but Dixon with some strong defense, but Baskin draws the foul, and he will go to the line for 2.
It's good to see that Baskin isn't intimidated to go in strong against Dixon. Put some nice moves on, and now he'll go line for 2.
And Dixon with some strong defense there, but he's called for the foul. Some contact on the body as Baskin hits the first one. St. Clair needs to pick things up if they have any chance to come back in this game. They're going to need to catch fire. That's not going to help, missing a free throw, and Judge grabs a rebound. And Edifel now swings it up to Braden Goen. Here's Braden Goen. Judge now for 3. This one off the mark. He's already hit one tonight. Looking for a second. Dixon now on the outside to Braden Goen. Inside, beautiful feed, and he finishes amongst the defensive pressure there from Wayne James. Somehow Dixon finishes. So much strength possessed by number 10 in white. That's Lynch now. Pull-up jumper over goal, and beautiful basket there for Jermaine Lynch. Turnover here. And Lynch looking for another one. Goes inside with the floater. Can't finish, but draws a foul on Dixon again. And Dixon may have to take some rest here. I think that's going to be his second foul.
So here's the foul. The player just drives in, is aggressive, and puts the ball up. It's good to see, with even the score as it is, that St. Clair still remains aggressive to try and get back into this game.
Yeah, Lynch drawed the foul there, and it sent Tyrone Dixon to the bench. Edifel going off as well, coming back into the game. Kerwin Elvis, Kenny Ejim. Hitting the first one is Lynch. Makes it a 22-point game with 5:37 left here in the first half. Hits the second, so St. Clair, maybe now with Tyrone Dixon off the floor, can make a bit of a run here. And they have the full court press going. Jordan Rose has it for the Hawks. Hands it off to Elvis. And Elvis over to Judge. Inside now to Ejim. Goes up strong, can't finish. Ejim though with another chance, and he's going to be fouled there. Kenny Ejim not happy that he didn't finish it off, but he's going to go to the line and take 2 shots.
Ejim wasn't about to be denied on that last play. He goes up strong twice, just can't finish it. Here's the play. He goes up again, but he can't finish it. But he hits the first of 2 from the line.
Yeah, 20-point lead for the Hawks. Sorry, 22-point lead now, 39-17. And he hits the second. So the Hawks now with 40 points to St. Clair 17. Really dominant performance here early on. Still a ton of basketball left though, and the Saints trying for that big comeback. Lynch with the pump fake goes inside. And that one's missed by James. And the Hawks have possession again. It's Ansel Martin. Gets it up to Rose. Double team comes his way, hands it off to Idrum. And Idrum goes inside, hands it off to Martin for the 3 ball. This one off the mark, and here come the Saints. Dixon Keaton hands it off, and there's gonna be a foul called on Kerwin Elvis. Good job there by Baskin in transition.
Kerwin Elvis was just a little too aggressive defensively and just has a little too much contact on that last play.
Yeah, foot just got in to the feet of Baskin. But there's a turnover here. And here comes Edgem in transition with a huge jam. Kenny Edgem throws it down once again. Another big dunk for the Hawks. And the lead is only growing here, 42-17 at the Hawks Nest. Humber with a huge performance here, but there's a 3 ball to quiet down the crowd. That one drilled by Charles Baskin. Here's Judge, needs to get it up. The Hawks need to get it across half court, turnover again. Lynch over to Baskin, turns it over. Some high-paced, sloppy basketball here in the last couple seconds. And a foul is going to be called on St. Clair.
So here's the dunk by Edrum. Just a nice little exclamation point, and he is pumped up, as is this entire Humber Hawks team right now.
Yeah, 42-20 lead here. The Humber Hawks leading the St. Clair Saints. They're looking good. That dunk finished off in transition by Kenny Edgem. And at the line now is Kerwin Elvis. He hits the first. And Humber's lead only grows here. They're looking pretty dominant here at home. Elvis misses the second. But still a 23-point lead. 4 minutes left in the first half. Here's Lynch. Couple nice moves there. But the shot way off the mark. And the Hawks have possession again. Here comes Elvis. Over to Ansel Martin. Had one big dunk earlier, but this time too aggressive, and he's going to be called for the charge. Good job by Gil Atencio stepping up and drawing the charging call there.
He just gets positioned before the offensive player could get there, and he's planted, and he takes the charge.
Going inside, Dixon Keaton trying to finish among the bigger players. Can't do it, but Drummonds gets the offensive board, and he finishes, plus the foul. Good effort there by Lance Drummonds, and he's going to go to the line to make it a 3-point play.
So Lance Drummonds just has a nice effort here. And on defense, you want your arms to be straight up, and that's why Humber was called on that last foul.
Mollison checking back into the game for the Saints. And Drummond's at the line trying to make it a 3-point play. And he does so. That cuts the lead back down to 20. So the Saints have a lot of work left to do if they want to get back in this game. But 3-point plays like that is a good start. Elvis now on the outside. A lot of pressure coming his way. Kick to the Judge inside to Martin. He finishes. Oh, that had to be a goaltending call. No idea how that one went unnoticed. Good defense there by Atencio either way. And this one is a turnover here by the Saints, it looks like. I think the Saints bench is asking if that one went off, but don't know how this wasn't a goaltending call, Sean.
Yeah, I mean, by the definition of goaltending, it was off the cylinder before he grabbed it. So it turns out that it was indeed the right call.
Now checking it in for the Saints. That's Atencio, hands it in to Baskin. 3 minutes left here in the first half. Humber with a 20-point lead. 43-23. 3-ball let go by Baskin. He drills it right in the face of Ansel Martin. maybe starting to talk some trash are the St. Clair Saints, but they're down by 17. Here's Elvis. Goes in strong with the layup over top of Atencio. And that one gets the lead back up to 19. Here's Baskin now. Being guarded by Elvis. The push off there, no call. Kicks it over to Mollison for three, and he hits it. So St. Clair starting to heat up and get back into this game. It's a 16-point game, and things are starting to get interesting here at the Hawks Nest. As the Hawks turn it over, St. Clair, I think, will have possession again.
And the charge that is being led by St. Clair is being led by Trevon Mollison, and he's trying to bring his team right back into this game.
Yeah, Mollison, really one of the better offensive players in the OCAA. He's leading his team in points per game so far, 14.2 points per game, but they have a bunch of guys that can put the ball in the back of the net. Charles Baskin good as well. Jermaine Lynch, and St. Clair's coach, Jimmy Parsons, now trying to get his team back in the game.
Fellas, a lot better job of attacking, especially on the defensive end. You got to attack that triangle. Better job doing that, okay? Make sure we're in fire and everybody's in their proper position. Next time down, we're running double, okay? Trey, or spit you out and see what you can get, okay? And Lance, you come up here and set a screen there, okay? After Chuck goes. Let's go. Defense on three. 1, 2, 3, defense.
So you hear the head coach there, Jimmy Parsons, trying to get his team riled up here. They've done a good job here in the past couple minutes, cutting the lead down to 16, especially here if they can get the outside shot going, Sean.
And that'll be the key, because 2 points allow you to get back into the game really quickly. If they can start building that up, it won't be too long until they're within striking distance.
Yeah, exactly, and they've cut the lead down from what was, I think, a 23-point lead at one time down to 16, so slowly chipping away at the Hawks lead. But here come the Hawks again. Elvis being guarded the double team, big here for the Saints. And going inside was Tyrone Dixon. He's going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line for two.
And just when Sinclair seems to be on a run, guess who it is? It's Tyrone Dixon going and doing what he does best. He gets down into position on the block, and they'll shoot two.
Misses the first one of two, but the Hawks still with that 16-point lead. Tyrone Dixon, number 10 in white, 6'6" from Scarborough, Ontario. And he misses both, so that's what the Hawks don't need. But luckily for them, this one looks like it went off the Saints, so they'll regain possession of the ball here. Just over 2 minutes left here in the first half. Hawks have the 16-point lead, like I mentioned, 45-29 for Humber. Elvis to inbound the ball. Trying to get it to Edgem. Just does so. The Hawks have 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Need to get one off. It's a Martin going inside with a tough fadeaway leaning jumper, and he hits it. But it looks like Tyrone Dixon's going to be called for another foul here. Looks like that was a loose ball foul after the shot went up, so it looks like the shot should be good. But the Saints in the bonus, so they'll head right to the free throw line to shoot two.
This is not what you want to see if you're Humber's coach right now, because now every foul, shooting or not, will put Sinclair at the line and allow them to try and get back into this game.
And I think that's going to be Tyrone Dixon's third foul of the game. And if it is, he may have to come out soon here in this first half. A minute and 54 left in the second quarter. Hawks leading 47-30 now as Mollison hits the first one. Hawks having a good first half here. St. Clair starting to push back to end this second quarter. Mollison hits both. So once again, it's a 16-point game. Full court press by the Saints. forces the Hawks to get the ball across half quickly. Idjum trying to go cross court to Elvis, does so. Braden going now with it. Back to Elvis, lets the 3-ball go. That one just off the mark. But once again, the Saints can't hold on to a rebound, and the Hawks will get possession again.
The Saints rebounding has really let them down right now and led to a lot of second chances for Humber.
And you see Tyrone Dixon talking to the referee there, trying to plead his case as to why it shouldn't have been a foul call on him, but a little bit too little, too late. Either way, though, the Hawks with a great performance here, especially Tyrone Dixon. He's been so strong, getting some points here, but also on the rebounds, a ton of rebounds and a ton of blocks as well. And he's leading his team to a 16-point lead now. And head coach, 11-year veteran Sean Collins, got to be telling his team to keep doing what you're doing, just be sharp around defense. Don't let the St. Clair Saints get any easy baskets.
All right, make sure we get high. All right, when you get it to high pivot and look for this cut and
And
look
this
for the
time
card.
as it's about to end, the Hawks have a big lead here, 16, like we mentioned, 47 to 31, and a minute and 38 left in the first half. The Hawks are looking pretty good so far, Sean.
They are, but I would assume that if you're Sinclair, you really want to come back strong here. Nobody wants to be blown out, and that's what we're seeing here in the second quarter. Sinclair just trying to push back, doing everything they can.
Ediful to inbound the ball. Looking for somebody to get it to. He gets it to Braden Gone. Double team again by the Saints. And this one deflects out of bounds. So the Hawks have to inbound again. Good strong defense here by the Saints to end this first half. A ton of pressure on the ball carrier every single time, throwing a lot of double teams out there. Gone to Judge. Ediful needs to get a shot off. Goes inside. Tough jumper. Short, but it gets the friendly roll. Gibson Ediful puts another one in. And the Hawks lead grows back up to 18. Baskin hands it off to Lynch. Step back 3-ball. This one a little too strong, and the Hawks have possession again. It's Dixon. Hands it off to Ediful. Minute 5 left here in the first half. Hawks have an 18-point lead, and Ediful has the ball. He's going to be called for the carry. Not happy with the call. Looks like he was trying to get inside to Tyrone Dixon, just couldn't connect. 56 seconds left here in the first half, and the Hawks still have an 18-point lead, Sean.
That's not a call that you see very often at this level. A carry is a really rare call.
Going inside with a strong move is Baskin, but can't finish. Ediful with a ton of speed. Going in strong, Gibson Ediful somehow finishes among the defenders. And that gets the lead back at the 20, but there is Mollison answering right back with the floater, cutting it to 18. 30 seconds left here in the first half. Humber with the 51-33 lead. Braden Gone over to Judge. Over to Ansel Martin now. Judge sets the screen and Martin goes inside. Finishes inside with the beautiful layup. And the Hawks have a 20-point lead now with just 7 seconds left here in the first half. Saints need to get a shot up. Baskin goes inside in the big block by Tyrone Dixon. A buzzer beater chance for Ediful. Oh, and he almost gets it. Nice pass by Judge, and Ediful throws one up, but the prayer wasn't answered. But either way, the Humber Hawks, Sean, with a dominating first half performance, they're leading 53 to 33. Lead right now.
It's all about the athleticism right now. And Tyrone Dixon is such a mainstay in the defense of Humber. Here's Ediful's last basket. Shows beautiful body control to hang in the air and put it in through the contact.
And no idea how he managed to finish that one off among the tough defense, but he has 11 points early on and is having a great performance. Also with 11 points early on is Ansel Martin. He's been playing great. He had a huge dunk in the first quarter and he's standing by with our sideline reporter, Natalie Stoverman. Natalie?
Thank you, guys. Ansel Martin, you got 11 points so far in the half. You had a great half. After that timeout, when Coach Collins tried to give you guys a wake-up call during St. Clair's run to come back into this game, how do you feel like you took it upon yourself to get your team back in the game?
I took it upon myself by just playing a ball and playing hard. We've been studying this team for a whole week, and we know what they can do. So I know what they can do. I know what the scout says, so I just got to follow.
And it's important not to forget that you guys lost to the Saints in overtime. How did that influence your preparation for this game?
Just lit the fire underneath us for that. That was a very crappy loss against a team that we should have beat, that we're beating right now. So it can't happen today.
Exactly. And let's look at the first quarter. You guys led the Saints only to 10 points. Then they came back. They outscored you for most of the second quarter. What was the turning point in getting those 25 points in the second quarter to go into the half with the lead?
A level of focus. We lost our level of focus. That's why they scored that. That's why they went on their run, but we gained it back, and that's why we cut the lead.
Alrighty. Thank you very much, Ansel. We'll
you.
see you in the second half. Back to you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Natalie, and thank you, Ansel Martin. A strong performance there by him in the first half. 11 points, Sean, including that monstrous dunk that we saw early on. He's been playing pretty well.
And that dunk really energized the rest of the team, and it really got the offense started.
Yeah, it really did. Something like that will spark your team for sure. Either way, the Humber Hawks have a 53-33 lead after the first half. Stay with us here at the Hawks Nest as the Humber Hawks are looking for another big home court win.
doing with camera?
She's okay.
Hawks Nest here in Etobicoke, Ontario, as the Humber Hawks jumping out to a huge 53-33 lead after the first half. Steve Carney alongside Sean Togut. And Sean, that first half, I don't think you could have planned it any better if you're the Humber side.
No, they were able to use their speed and athleticism. Now the question is, can they maintain their intensity through the next two quarters? We saw Angel Martin talk about that in his interview with Natalie Stoverman, and that'll be the key to if they can win this game.
Yeah, 100%. Ansel Martin talking about intensity. How about that huge dunk he had in the first half? But he's been great. Gibson Edifol has had a strong performance as well. And if you look at some of the first half stats, Gibson Edifol leading the way with Ansel Martin, both tied for 11 points to start that first half. But Edifol also has 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And then you look over at Tyrone Dixon, 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 blocks. He's been an absolute force. And for the St. Clair Saints, well, you got 2 guys that have really stepped up. That's number 2, Baskin, and number 3, Lynch. They have 17 points combined, so those are the 2 that Humber have to stop. But, man, Tyrone Dixon has been dominant so far to start this game, Sean.
He has to be very intimidating if you're a Sinclair player to know that you have to go up against someone of the talent of Tyrone Dixon inside.
Yeah, he is super talented, like you mentioned, on the inside, offensively and defensively, and of course getting all the rebounds. 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 blocks after one half. He's an absolutely dominant player, looking to continue that here in the second half. St. Clair, though, comes away with it. 54-33 lead here for the Hawks. Here's Max Reiner, guarded by Edifol, hands it off to Lynch, over to Mollison, and Mollison goes inside, can't finish, but he gets an offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Lynch. And Mollison usually the leading scorer for the Saints, so if he can pick it up here, they have a chance to come back. And he drills a 3 ball as soon as I say it. Mollison hits a big bucket there, cuts the lead down to 18.
And in the first 2 quarters, we didn't really call Trayvon Mollison's name that often, but now he opens up the third with a big 3.
And Ruat almost gets the ball back for the Saints as he deflected one there. With the one referee called it, saying that it went out of bounds off of St. Clair, and here's the replay there, Sean. What a shot.
Here's the 3, and hopefully for the Saints, that can get them going and create some momentum here in the third quarter.
And momentum on the Hawks side still. They have the 18-point lead as Judge hands it in over to Braden Goen. Quickly kicks it over to Dixon. And Dixon right back to Goen. Hawks looking for another big home win, winning 7 straight. They're the hottest team in the OCAA. Looking to continue that. They need to get a shot off though. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Judge with the 3 ball off the mark. And it looks like an offensive foul was called there, I believe, on Braden Goen. I'm not sure if there's a second foul called here because another whistle went off. Let's see what's happening here. Get to see a replay here, Sean, of what looks like Braden Goen's foul.
Goen just got tangled up underneath, and in the eyes of the referee, that is an offensive foul.
I wonder if he was calling him over back there, if it was a technical foul. Not sure what it was, but it looks like it was a technical foul as Lynch is going to the line here. Tough break for the Hawks. And Braden Goen takes a seat on the bench. CJ Bennett comes out.
Just a little frustration there by Goen at the end of the play led to the technical foul.
And 2 shots here. The first one hit by Lynch. And he hits the second as well. And St. Clair will have possession here, so that's a big break for them. They cut the lead down to 16 as they're trying to get back into this game.
Here's what the ref saw as a technical. Braden Goen just gets a little too frustrated, can't keep his emotions in check, and that leads to the attack.
As Lynch goes inside, finishes with a nice jumper, and the lead has been cut down to 14, the smallest we've seen it in quite a while, as the Hawks got off to a big lead in that first quarter. Here's Bennett, hands it off to Dixon, swings it over to Martin. Martin now takes the screen from Dixon, goes inside, can't finish, but there's Tyrone Dixon with a big offensive rebound. And it looks like Lynch is going to be called for the hold on Dixon. And the Hawks will inbound to here, 54-40 lead with just over 8 minutes of play left here in the third quarter.
Tyrone Dixon is almost impossible to handle on the boards. You almost have to foul him to avoid the easy two.
Yeah, he's almost a guaranteed double-double every night. So proficient on the glass. And this one goes off of St. Clair, so Humber getting another break, and they'll get the rebound. Bennett couldn't hit the floater. But luckily for Humber, St. Clair couldn't hold on to the rebound. And Ansel Martin will inbound the ball. And you see on the screen now, Gibson Edifel. This guy has been just so good all season for the Humber Hawks. A little bit of confusion on the sideline, but yeah, Sean, just talking about Gibson Edifel, this guy really leads the team on offense because he's such a good passer. And don't forget him in transition.
His passing and his speed is really what sets him apart.
Bennett trying to go inside. Nice feed by Dixon, and Bennett will go to the line. Hard foul there. Looks like that was Lynch again getting called for the foul. So Bennett will go to the line to shoot two. Good move on the inside by the first-year player for Humber, C.J. Bennett.
And on that foul, Lynch just wanted to make sure that he wouldn't give up the easy three-point play.
And Bennett is one of the players that is going to be here for the future of Humber. Of course, veterans like Tyrone Dixon and Gibson Edifel won't be here forever, but when you have young players like Bennett, who almost gets a steal there, sticking around, you're going to be a good team. But there is Lynch hitting another jumper. He's been good here in the second half, and that trims the lead back down to 14. But here's Edifel in transition. Hard foul. I think he hit his head off the bottom of the backboard there as he goes in strong toward the basket.
Here's the steal, almost, and the player is just able to regain the possession and put it back up and in.
And Edifel will go to the line to shoot two, as the Hawks have a 14-point lead here, 7:32 left in the third quarter. Edifel misses the first one.
What I'm so impressed with Gibson Edifel is his ability to finish in traffic around a lot of defenders.
And he hits the second one, makes it a 15-point lead. But yeah, you're right. Edifel, maybe small in stature, but such a strong player when he goes inside. He can finish along the bigs. Trying to finish there, but can't. That's Ruach. Good defense by Dixon. He grabs the board, hands it off to Martin, who turns it over. Ruach picks it up, and here he comes again, going inside, and he finishes. No, he's called for the travel. Edifel went to the referee, motion that it was a travel, and he gets the call. So good break there for the Hawks.
And if you see that last play, Tyrone Dixon is so intimidating that players don't want to deal with it, so they have to pass off, forcing tough decisions, forcing travels.
And that travel turned the ball over, but here come the Saints again as they collect the rebound. Here's Lynch, been great here to start this second half, goes inside, nice pass, but this one actually just off the mark, and the Hawks take advantage. Here's Edifel, being guarded by Lynch. Makes a nice move, goes inside, cuts inside, hands it off to Bennett for three. Can't hit it. And Reiner now has it. And I'm not sure if he stepped out of bounds or if that was a foul called, but the Hawks will have possession here.
And here's that move from Gibson Edifel, just so smooth, finds the guy in the corner, and he's just not able to finish that.
And here's the man that he found before, C.J. Bennett on the outside, being guarded by Malvison. Big size difference there as Bennett kicks it over to Dixon. To Martin, now Ediful for three. This one goes off the backboard, and Dixon gets the rebound and one. Put back. Tyrone Dixon will go to the line for the three-point play, and he continues to be dominant here in the second half.
At some point, it's just not fair. It's just not fair to defenders at all.
He is so strong, you're right, Sean. Finishing there on the offensive rebound. Tough to box him out. He's so strong, so wide. You know, the fact that he's 6'6", not one of the biggest players you're going to see in terms of height, but really one of the stronger players in the OCAA, and that's why he gets so many rebounds, so many blocks, and so many putbacks like that one. Can't finish the three-point play, though. So it's a 17-point lead. As Ediful scrapping and gets the rebound, he's called for a travel. Tough break there for the Hawks. Just over 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Hawks have 59-42 lead. And here's Reiner on the outside. Tries to get it to Lynch, and Lynch can't hold on. Maybe he was thinking of taking the shot before he corralled the ball. He was looking for that three ball and couldn't get possession cleanly. Foul judge inbounds it to Ediful. And now Ediful slows things down for the Hawks. 5:52 left here in the third quarter. And here's Ansel Martin. Ediful now on the outside. Kicks it out to Dixon. Over to Martin. Tries to finish strong. Can't do it. A lot of contact there. And it looks like that's a foul against the Saints. And already, I think, the Hawks are in the bonus.
Just a loose ball foul here. Just a little too aggressive on the box out. And now, as Steven said, the Hawks are in the bonus. So from here on out, they will shoot free throws.
And that's a big break. 5:40 left here in the third quarter. 18-point lead. And whenever the Hawks are fouled, they're going to be going straight to the line. And that can really stretch this lead out. It's 19 right now for the Hawks, 61-42. And they're just imposing their will on the St. Clair Saints tonight. Another turnover, and Ediful comes away with it. Hands it off to Bennett, who finishes with the nice lay-in. C.J. Bennett stretches the lead out even more. It's back to 21 for the Humber Hawks. Mollison goes inside, and he draws the foul on Ansel Martin, so he'll go to the line for two.
Here's the last play, and if you're an offensive player going up against Gibson Edible, you have to be stronger with your handle on the ball because he's constantly looking to send it the other way for the fast break.
Oh yeah, he's right near the top in the OCAA, 4 steals per game. I actually think he might be number 1 in the entire OCAA, so this guy knows how to get it done. So does Tyrone Dixon. Looked like he had a clean block there up top and maybe a little bit of contact on the arm. So going to the line, that's going to be number 11, Gil Atencio. As Dixon picks up another foul. I think that's his third. It's a tough break here for Humber, but here goes Atencio to the line for 2. Misses the first. He's a very athletic big man here. Atencio standing at 6'7", very lanky, but a ton of vertical that he has. You saw him warm-ups here, Sean. He was one of the guys throwing down some big dunks on the open basket.
He's quite athletic, and he'll have to step up if St. Clair want to have any chance of coming back into this game.
As Judge sends it all the way over to Edgem. Also out there is Williams, McIntosh, and Elvis. And inside now is Edgem. He can't finish. Gets his rebound, but can't get the putback. And here come the Saints. A blocking foul called on Bennett. As Lynch maybe put the shoulder down into Bennett, but either way, the Hawks would be called for the foul.
What a pass here by Bennett to find Edrum down low. Edrum just can't get the handle on it, and he can't finish.
And now at the line, that's going to be Lynch. He has 15 points on the night. A strong performance here for the Saints player. misses the first. And they can't afford any missed opportunities here at the free throw line. Down by 20 points right now. They need to make every single one count. It's the second. So 63 to 44. 4:55 left here in the third quarter. Subbing into the game. I think this is the first time we've seen him here tonight. Ulay Gruich, the big man, I know he's coming back from injury, so it's good to see him back into the night.
Gruich is the type of player that can operate inside, but he can also stretch the defense and hit the three.
Yeah, he, like you just mentioned, a big man that can step up and hit the three occasionally, really stretches the floor. And here comes Lynch. Over to Molson, going inside strong, over Gruich. Good defense there by the big man, and the Hawks have possession. Edgem looking for another dunk, and he throws it down over top of Baskin, and that gives the Hawks a bigger lead here. It's up to 21 with 4:30 left in the third quarter.
Wow. Wow. Look at this dunk here by Edgem. He just gets up and slams it down with authority. And right now, Humber is rolling with a 65 to 44 lead.
Yeah, what a beautiful transition dunk that was by Kenny Edgem, Sean. That's the second one we've seen him throw down tonight, so he's not shy to throw it down over top of defenders. And the Hawks, like you mentioned, a 20-point lead, 21-point lead, as you see another view of that one, Sean.
It's so good, we might as well see it twice.
Yeah, thunderous throw down there from Kenny Edgem, and the lead has grown once again to 21 with over 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. The Hawks looking for another big win. Like we mentioned, they came into tonight winning 7 straight, the hottest team in the OCAA, and they're just points away from being in first in the West Division, right behind the Mohawk Mountaineers. The Humber Hawks looking to get another big performance here tonight. So as we get back to action, Tyrone Dixon is going to stay on the bench. What a performance he's had so far tonight. He's been great on the rebounds, getting some points as well, and of course on the defensive side with some big, big blocks. And he's going to be replaced by Ulay Gruich, who's out there with Kenny Edgem, Kyle Williams, McIntosh, CJ Bennett, and Kerwin Elvis, who is guarding Baskin, who's bringing it across half court. Hands it off to Mollison. Tries to go inside. Oh, and he finishes over top of Ulay Gruich. What an impressive basket that was by number 21 in green.
Here's the replay, and Baskin just Wilson does a nice job of getting up and finishing over Ulay Gruich.
Yeah, you know, we've said the whole night that Lynch has been performing and that Mollison really hasn't showed up like we thought he would, but here, a huge basket there. And this one goes off the foot of the Hawks, apparently. I thought that may have touched Atencio going out, but either way, possession will go to the St. Clair Saints. And coming into the game for the first time for the Hawks, number 4, Michael Kai, off the bench. Rich now has a rebound. Throws it in transition, looking for Williams. McIntosh turned over, and Lynch now has it. The basket, lets a 3-ball go over top of Gruich, and he hits it. So once again, the Saints doing their best to get back in this game. They cut the lead down to 16. But they turn it over here, going out of bounds. Tough break for the Saints, but momentum starting to shift toward their side.
And shots like this will, shots like the last one we saw will definitely build the momentum towards St. Clair's side. Let's see if that'll show anything here going into the fourth.
3:44 left here in the third quarter. Hawks with the big lead. Trying to go inside was Edgem. He's going to draw the foul. He'll go to the line. 16-point lead for the Hawks. 65-49 with 3:39 left in the third quarter.
And this is the best way to grab momentum back when you feel it slipping away. Just attack the basket inside, stay aggressive.
As Edgem hits the first one, he has been aggressive all night. Already with 2 fast break dunks. Maybe looking for another one here. Hawks with a 17-point lead now. And he makes it 18, so 67-49. Hawks are in flight here at the Hawks Nest. Here's Mollison. Takes the pick from Drummonds. Tries to go inside. That one bounced right to Drummonds. He can't finish around Gruich. And Atencio puts one up and it's fouled there. And Kenny Edgem didn't like the call. Either way, Atencio is going to go to the line here to shrink the lead down even more.
Tons of contact on the last play. You could probably call 4 fouls on this play. Lots of contact, and he'll go to the line.
And he misses the first. And they can't afford missed opportunities. I've said it multiple times here tonight, giving points away. Atencio goes here again. Needs to hit this one and can't do it. Saints need to clean it up at the free throw line if they want to cut this lead down anymore. And here come the Hawks. It's Elvis. Hands it off to Williams McIntosh. Takes the screen from Gruich. Tries to get it over to Edgem. And here comes Drummonds on the fast break. Finishes with a tough layup. And the lead's down to 16.
Nice job anticipating the pass, jumping in for the fast break.
But the Saints want to get back into this game. Going into the fourth quarter, they should try to get it to single digits if they could. But Gruich with the 3 off the mark. Edgem with the rebound, gets it over to Alves, and he finishes. And the lead is back up to 18, so the Saints need some stops, and they need to get some baskets here. Lynch goes inside to Atencio, takes some contact, can't finish. Now Mollison lets a 3-ball go. This one off the mark, and in some pain is Atencio. Looks like he took a bump inside. He's down in some pain here. I think he may have got swiped in the face. So he's recovering.
And you could see here just on the replay, he just gets hit a little bit in the face. And sometimes that'll daze you for a while. And that type of contact happens a lot down low.
You know what, I'm thinking maybe he just got poked in the eye there. But Vulek Rich looks to be okay. It looks like he will stay in the game. It looks like he actually might come out here. Ruat is set to check in for the Saints, and Atencio will come out. So 2:30 left here in the third quarter. The Hawks have a 69-51 lead, and the Saints have possession. Mollison to inbound it. And he throws it over to Ruat. Hands it off to Mollison. Down low to Drummonds, can't hold on. And Mollison not happy that they couldn't connect. Here's Elvis. With a ton of speed going toward the basket. And deflected off of a St. Clair player. So the Hawks will still have possession here.
So here's the attempt at the bucket. Elvis just loses control of the ball.
Michael Kaye inside finishes, and that stretches the lead back out to 20. So the Saints really in dire straits here. And there's a block from Williams McIntosh as Lynch went inside. Couldn't finish. Hawks once again soaring here at the Hawks Nest. Completely in control of this game. Here's Ruat. Hands it off to Baskin, at least try to. It looks like Elvis is going to be called for the foul here.
And this is a good sign. This is a sign of a good team. When they're up by 20, their fundamentals are still there, and they're still executing on offense and defense.
Yeah, I completely agree, Sean. It's a great point. Even though that they're in the bonus here, so that's going to send Baskin to the line. It's good that they're still so aggressive, even though they have a huge lead. Kerwin Elvis not quitting on that play. This one missed. Well, both of them are missed, actually. Once again, the Saints leaving a bunch of points at the free throw line, and they don't cut the lead down. It's a 20-point lead here, 71-51, minute 45 left in the third quarter. Gruich, though, turns it over, at least temporarily, and now there's a battle for the ball. It's going to be called the jump ball. Possession arrow, though, going to the Saints, so they will have possession.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. When you're up by 20 and you still want to get into those battles for 50-50 balls, that's how you know you're on a good team.
No, 100%. As Drummonds tries to go inside, this one deflects. Saints will still have possession, but yeah, the intensity hasn't left the Humber side. They're still battling for every loose ball as Mollison lets a three ball go and hits it. And has some swagger to boot with it. He's all over Judge on the inbound play. Gets it to Williams-McIntosh, over to Gruich, and the Hawks advance it past half. Elvis being hounded here by Baskin, goes inside, hands it off to Gruich for the big throwdown. The big man, Ulay Gruich, throws it down with force, and the Hawks lead is back up to 19.
Here's that play in the basket, and Gruich is there to receive a great pass, and he's there to put it down. And the Hawks are up by 22.
Yeah, the Hawks are playing some great basketball here. Ulay Gruich with the thunderous throw down there. I think you just saw the lead now at 18 as the Saints miss that one. Looking for a three ball here. That was Mollison again. Hawks looking for the rebound, and it's Elvis. Throwing his arms around, flailing, trying to hold on to possession. And now he's being hounded, almost turns it over. Gets it over to Kaye. Gruich outside to Judge for three. And this one off the mark. He gets his rebound though. Kicks it to the big man, Ulay Gruich. He can't connect. But the Saints have possession now, trying to cut the lead down. It's 18. Mollison lets a three ball go. This one off the mark. Good defense there by Judge. And Mollison deflects this one out of bounds. 18.4 left here in the third quarter, and the Humber Hawks have a strong 18-point lead. The Hawks will inbound it here. Williams-McIntosh gets it over to Gruich. Up to Kaye. Over to Elvis. Well, Elvis will slow things down. The Hawks will have the final shot here to end the third quarter. A lot of contact there, no call. Elvis goes inside, tries to finish, and he does. Ruat looked to try to block it, but Kerwin Elvis finishes inside strong, and that gives the Hawks a 20-point lead after 3 quarters of play. It's 75-55, Sean.
They've just kept their foot on the gas pedal through the entire game, and we're seeing the skill that they have really come out to shine here.
Yeah, going into the final quarter, like we mentioned, a 20-point lead now for the Humber Hawks. They have looked just dominant here for the whole game. The Saints have put a couple streaks together of consecutive points to try to cut the lead down, but Humber really being dominant all night. It's showing up on the scoreboard. 20-point lead, 75-55 after 3 quarters of play. Head coach Sean Collins got to be happy with his team's effort through 3 quarters of play, no doubt about it, Sean.
Here are all the dunks of the game, and since the dunk contest is going to be in Toronto this year, why not get it started early? Some great action, some great height on those dunks, and people are pumped up.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A couple big ones. Here's one from Ulay Gruich with the big jam, but the biggest dunk of the night, no doubt, going to Ansel Martin early on in that first quarter. Threw it over top of Wayne James, one of the biggest players on St. Clair. And Ansel Martin absolutely crowned him. But yeah, head coach Sean Collins, 11-year veteran, head coach of the Humber Hawks, got to be happy with his team's effort for 3 quarters of play as they have a 20-point lead. And if you look at some of the stats through 3 quarters, the Humber Hawks being led right now by Gibson Ediful. He has 12 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. And then you look over at Tyrone Dixon. This guy has been unbelievable. 11 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 block shots. He has been just an absolute force so far, Sean.
And this is what he does on a consistent basis as well. He's really the cornerstone defensively for Humber.
And if you look at Humber's defense so far, 13 steals. So they really have been all over the St. Clair team on the defensive side. That's why they're one of the best defensive teams in the entire league. And that's why they're ranked first in the OCAA in steals per game. Dixon now sends it over to Ediful, and Ediful kicks it out to Judge, back inside to Dixon. Tries to finish amongst some strong contact there from Ruach, can't do it. But here's Jordan Rose to strip it. Over to Ediful, hands it off to Dixon. Easy layup there for Tyrone Dixon. And the lead is out to 22 now, 9:30 left in the 4th quarter. 3-ball drilled by Mollison. He's trying to keep his team in it. He's been good here in the second half. He has 20 points now on the board. Mollison and number 3 in green, Lynch, have combined for 39 of the 58 points for the St. Clair Saints. So those two really have been the dominant players here tonight, Sean.
Yep, and it's gonna take some other players to really start getting on board if St. Clair wants to mount a comeback in this game.
Yeah, 100%. And I think a big loss for them tonight, of course, is number 6, Patrick Donnelly. He's averaging around 13 points and 10 rebounds a game, so he's maybe someone that can compete with that man right there, Tyrone Dixon. But good luck stopping him. That's another rebound and putback there for Tyrone. He's going to go to the line, try to get the and one play.
I just want to tell people, Tyrone Dixon is a monster on the boards. I don't know how anybody can stop him.
No, he's been unbelievable so far tonight. 15 points and probably around 13 or 14 rebounds now. And of course the 3 blocks as well. He's been great. Ediful goes inside to Dixon and he finishes again. So Tyrone Dixon now with 17 points and he's leading the way for the Hawks. Finishing there though is Mollison, who's leading the way for the Saints with 22. Trying to make things interesting, but it's still a 21-point lead for the Humber Hawks over the St. Clair Saints. Going inside. Finishes with the tough layup. Maybe looking for a foul there, no call. And here come the Saints, it's Lynch. Bringing it across half court. Guarded there by Rose. And Lynch throws up a prayer and is gonna be fouled here. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Coming back out for the Saints, Atencio and Reiner.
Lynch does a nice job here of just going right into the teeth of the defense and drawing the foul.
And Lynch able to hit the first one, so give him 20 points on the night as well. It's been him and Mollison. It's been a 2-man show here for the St. Clair Saints, but no one else really stepping up, especially in the second half. It's really been all Lynch and all Mollison. So St. Clair needs someone else to step up. Ediful almost has one turned over, but saves it, and Atencio with a huge block on Jordan Rose, and it goes out of bounds. So the inbound it here, Ediful out there with Jordan Rose, Baljot Judge, Tyrone Dixon, and Braden Gomes.
Atencio wasn't gonna get an easy bucket there, and he blocked it. And there's a 3 by Jordan Rose.
Yeah, big 3-ball there from Jordan Rose. Stretches the lead out here to 24 with just under 8 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Reiner was trying to get that pass, but Lynch just couldn't get it to him. And now Ediful in transition, behind the back feed to Braden Goen, who couldn't finish, but what a play that was from Gibson Ediful. Lynch lets a 3-ball go, but Tyrone Dixon got a piece of that one. And Ediful will slow things down here. 7.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Humber with a huge 24-point lead. Ediful now on the outside. Wide open is Jordan Rose, and he drills another three from the corner. Jordan Rose given 2 here in the fourth quarter, and the lead is now 27. It's 89-62.
That was all a result of good ball movement to find the open guy in the corner.
Gibson Ediful with another assist. And Rose now tries to get it over to Goen, but Reiner picks it up and hands it off to Lynch. Ediful, good strong defense there. Lynch goes inside to Atencio, and Judge is going to be called for the foul here, so Atencio will go to the line to shoot 2.
A nice find here by Lynch to find Atencio, cutting to the bucket, and Atencio puts it up and fights through the contact, tries to put it up, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Atencio, one of the big men here, has not been able to finish from the free throw line tonight. Been off the mark on a number of attempts, but he hits one here, giving 2 points on the night. But a very athletic big man, standing at 6'7", from Panama City, Panama. So one of the players coming from outside of the country to play for this St. Clair team. 23-point lead though for Humber. 6:46 left in the fourth quarter, Sean. It's been a great performance here by the Hawks, especially that man, Tyrone Dixon.
Tyrone Dixon is really the guy who gets defensively the team to run. And here's Ediful's nice pass, nice behind the back pass to Goen. Ediful has great vision on the fast break, and we're seeing that here.
Yeah, Ediful just did a beautiful pass there. Goen just couldn't finish. But either way, the Hawks with a huge 23-point lead here. 6:46 seconds left, and we're going to listen in to Jimmy Parsons.
Stay here. So, and then first keep doing motion, and then we're going to go to open for Jordan. Or not open, double, right? So, or push, because I want Jordan here. So push, okay? Let's go. Work on feet. 1, 2, 3, work.
So you hear Jimmy Parsons there telling his team to keep pushing. 23 points is the deficit right now, so it would be a miracle comeback here to say the least, but don't want to give up here. Still a lot of games left in this season for them to try to get into the playoffs. So here is Kenny Edgem, hands it off, Jordan Rose. And he's out there now with Ansel Martin, Julek Gruich, and Gibson Ediful. Ediful over to Rose. Tries to go inside. Throws it out to Edgem. Pull-up jumper for Edgem off the mark. And the rebound goes to the Saints, but Edgem steals it from Atencio. And another huge cramp for Kenny Edgem. That's his 3rd big dunk of the night, and the lead is out to 25. 91-66 for the Hawks. Here's Reiner now on the outside, being hounded by Ediful. Gruich comes on the double team, and he gets it over to Drummonds. Goes inside, takes a big bump from Julek Gruich, and Drummonds will go to the line for 2.
Here's the massive dunk by Edgem. He steals the ball, and he knows exactly what he wants to do with it, and he throws it down.
It seems like everyone got out of the way for Edgem there. Clear path to the basket for the big throwdown. The lead at 24 now, 91-67 as Drummonds hits the first. 5:56 left here in the fourth quarter. And Drummonds misses the second, and Gruich grabs the rebound. So 91-67 here. Under 6 minutes to play left in the fourth quarter. Julek Gruich is looking for that pass from Kenny Edgem. Big to big pass there just off the mark. Here's Knox. Stripped there by Gruich and Edifel. And Edifel tried to throw it up to Ansel Martin, but just a little bit out of his reach.
It's one of those uncharacteristic bad passes by Gibson Edifel. Gibson Edifel is usually so good with his ability to pass the ball on the fast break.
As Dixon Keaton hands it off to Knox, over to Reiner. Reiner being double teamed here, goes inside, nice pass to Atencio. And that's a nice post move there by the big man from Panama City as he hits that one. Lead down to 22 here, 91-69. And here comes Edgem. Over to Edifel. Was thinking about the three, but he's gonna slow it down here and waste some time off the clock. Offensive foul though called, looks like on Kenny Edgem. So the Hawks will turn the ball over here and the Saints will have possession. But the Hawks with a 22-point lead here with just under 5 minutes to play. It's really been their game for the entire game here, Sean. They've been dominant.
It really has, and we heard at halftime Ansel Martin talk about maintaining the intensity and pace throughout the whole game, and that's exactly what we've seen.
Well, exactly, we have seen that. There's another foul call that looks like on Tyrone Dixon. And Drummonds will go to the line again, but they have been intense for the whole game. You're right about that.
And here's the foul on Dixon. Dixon just trying to get another block, but maybe a little too over-aggressive.
Yeah, and a nice move by Drummonds with the pump fake to get Dixon up in the air and draw the foul, and he hits the first one. But the Hawks, once again with a dominant performance here. Dixon with 4 fouls on the board, but 17 points. Got to be around the 14 or 15 rebound mark, and of course around 4 blocks as well. This guy's been just dominant here for the Hawks. Gruich swings it over to Dixon, down low to Edifel, makes a nice move on Drummonds. Looking for an ankle breaker here as Edifel goes inside. Teardrop over top of Drummonds, and he hits it. Gibson Edifel once again with another beautiful basket.
Everything is falling right now for Humber.
And Knox now draws a foul from Gruich. And it looks like they're in the bonus, so he'll go right to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And here, Gruich is just strung out a little bit on the screen, and it's hard for a big man to move when he's pulled out that high.
Oh, exactly, and now coming off for the Hawks is Tyrone Dixon. That might be it for him for tonight. An amazing performance, like we mentioned, 17 points, countless rebounds and blocks. He was dominant on both sides of the court. Number 4 in White Kaye coming back on for Humber. He's out there with Braden Goen, Bule Gruich, Jordan Rose, and Gibson Edifel. And if that's all we see from Tyrone Dixon, it was a pretty dominant performance from whatever time he played. And it looks like Edifel will be coming out as well, so the 2 starters probably going to get the rest of the night off as Williams McIntosh comes on to replace him. But a good effort here from Gibson Edifel and Tyrone Dixon, both really dominant here over the St. Clair Saints. Knox lets a 3-ball go. This one's good. D'Angelo Knox hitting one down. Now Rose turns it over. And Atencio has it, tries to go inside, turns it over, and the Hawks have possession again. 18-point lead, 3:51 left in the fourth quarter. 93-75 Hawks. McIntosh over to Kaye. Going inside to Gruich, he turns it over. No call. And Dixon Keaton trying with the outlet pass there for Drummonds, but a little bit too far in front, and another turnover for the Saints.
And here's an earlier steal coming up here from St. Clair to start the fast break.
And here come in transition the Humber Hawks. Jordan Rose on the far side now. Williams McIntosh Can't hit it. And Reiner gets the rebound for the Saints. His pass off the mark as well, and nothing is clicking here for the Saints. Down by 18 with just over 3 minutes left. The Humber Hawks look like they're gonna get another big win. It'll be their 8th straight here. And boy, they are on fire. It's gonna be 10 of their last 11 now that they have won 8 straight, like I mentioned, the hottest team in the OCAA. And they're gonna be right around first place in the West Division, competing with the Mohawk Mountaineers.
And when the Saints look back at the game, they'll realize they had missed opportunities with the number of turnovers and the number of missed chances at the line.
Brady Goen tried to throw one down over Atencio, but Atencio got a piece, but he's going to be called for the foul, and he wasn't happy about it. But Braden Goen, I mentioned before earlier in the broadcast, he was nominated for Dunk of the Year last year, so don't be surprised that he has some crazy hops, and he almost throws it down over top of Atencio.
He wants to get in on the party here with all the dunks going on today. He almost posterizes Atencio.
Yeah, wouldn't be the first posterization tonight. Of course, Ansel Martin posterizing number 24, Wayne James, earlier in the game. Braden Goen almost doing it there to Gil Atencio. And Atencio able to foul him and get a piece of the ball and avoid the poster. And here's Mollison, nice move there. Pull-up jumper off the mark. Dixon Keaton, though, has the rebound. Gets it over to Knox. His own pull-up jumper. This one's good. And the lead's down to 17, 94-77. 2:36 left here in the fourth quarter. Braden Goen now with it. Nice pass over to Kaye. Goes inside. Oh, and the reverse layup is off the mark, but Ulay Gruich with the putback jam. Oh no, they're going to give credit. I'm not sure who they're going to give credit to that one too, but either way, the Hawks jump back into a 19-point lead. And here's Kaye. Maybe another chance for a dunk. He throws it down with some force. The lead is growing here at the Hawks Nest. It's now 98-77, a 21-point lead with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Mollison over to Dixon Keaton, pulls up, and almost an accidental alley-oop there to Atencio, but he couldn't finish. But he will be going to the line.
Here is yet another dunk. So many dunks here today. This was a thunderous throwdown, and that's yet another dunk to add to the books.
Yeah, and CJ Bennett comes out here to replace Braden Goen, who was looking for one of his own dunks earlier, but was fouled. Yeah, of course, that is number 4, Michael Kaye, that did finish that big dunk there. Before that, he had a reverse layup. Not sure if it went to him or if it went to Ulay Gruich on the putback, but either way, the Humber Hawks now lead by 19 with 1 minute and 48 left here in the fourth quarter. Been an impressive performance here so far tonight.
And it's a result of smothering defense and highly executed offense. Here's another look at the attempt at a reverse layup, and then Gruich comes in to clean up the board.
Yeah, I think that one is going to be credited to Gruich. I'm not sure if that would have went in if he didn't touch it. Either way, though, the Hawks lead 98-79 here with under 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. A dominant performance. They're going to move to an 8-game winning streak. And overall now, they're going to be one of the best teams in the West Division. They will be 11-3 right there, of course, with the Mohawk Mountaineers, who are sitting at 11-2 on the season. So a minute 52 left here in the fourth quarter. Hawks leading 98-79. Coming out now for the first time for the Hawks, number 12. That is Ali Askarov. First time we've seen him here tonight. And Askarov is going to inbound it. He gets it over to Kaye, who looks to bring in a Cross half court, hands it off to Jordan Rose, to Asarov. And he's going to be called for the travel. So Askarov was maybe looking to make an impression early on, but he's going to be called for the travel and a turnover here for the Hawks. Here come the Saints. It's Mollison with the ball. He's been dominant here, 22 points. But was looking for some help, really didn't get it tonight. Paye throws it up to no one, and the Saints will grab possession. Dixon Keaton over to Knox, lets a three ball go. This one's short, and Gruich has the rebound. Hands it off to Rose. Getting into the final stretch here at the Hawks Nest. The Hawks with a 98-79 lead. Gruich trying to go inside, take some contact there from Tom Brady. And Gruich will go to the line for two.
Gruich makes a nice move here to get around the defender, and all that Brady can do on that is make sure that he doesn't get the easy two.
I think Gruich will go to the line here, misses the first, as the Hawks are 2 points away from the century mark with 1:07 left here in the fourth quarter. He hits this one, makes it 99-79. The offense exploding here tonight for Humber. And here's Mollison going inside, turns it over, and here's Bennett. Hawks looking for another basket that would put them over the century mark. Gruich goes inside, tough play there, grabs a rebound. They're fighting for it there, and no one can come away with it for the Humber Hawks. And Mollison has it in transition, can't finish the layup, but Atencio's there for the rebound and put back. 38.4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Hawks leading 99-81. Rose with some speed, over to Askarov for three, off the mark. And just 27 seconds left. I don't think the Hawks will have the opportunity to hit the century mark, as that one is thrown behind the net by Knox, trying to get a shot off, but with just under 20 seconds now, 19.7 to be exact, 99-81. The Hawks will most likely try to dribble this one out and not go for a shot, so they will not hit the century mark tonight, but either way, the offense was super impressive. So was the defense, especially Tyrone Dixon had a great game here, and the Hawks will get their 8th straight win, and they will move to 11-3. So a big performance here for the Humber Hawks. They take a 99-81 over the St. Clair Saints and just move closer to the top spot in the West Division, Sean.
A really dominating win for Humber, led by Tyrone Dixon and Kenny Edrum. And wins like this will lead to better wins, and it will build momentum. And a relatively quiet night for the Saints' leading scorer, Trayvon Mollison, really was a factor of the Saints not being able to put many points up on the board.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And if you look at some of the stats in this game, Gibson Ediful, 14 points, 9 assists, 3 steals. Tyrone Dixon, the man you see on the screen right now, 17 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks. He was amazing. And had a pretty good performance as well from Kenny Edrum, 12 points and 5 rebounds, including a bunch of big dunks here tonight. So a great performance from Humber overall. They get another huge win, and that's going to be 8 straight for them. And they are just looking good here in the second half of the season here, Sean, looking to improve and move up to that first spot in the West Division. 8 straight wins, and now they sit at 11-3. They're looking pretty good.
This type of win will really lend itself well to build on later in the season. I wouldn't be surprised if Humber continues their role that they're on.
Yeah, coming off the bench tonight, Jordan Rose was great on the defensive side, really giving a couple players tough night tonight, including Baskin, who you thought would have a better performance, but Jordan Rose was great. Also pitched in with 2 3-pointers in that third quarter, give him 6 points, as well as a couple of assists tonight. And like I said, great on the defensive side. and he's sitting right now sidelined with Natalie Stoverman. Natalie, Jordan Rose had a great game.
Gentlemen, Jordan Rose, 6 points, 2 boards. What a game for you. You had a lot of influence, especially responding after getting blocked. Mind you, it was a pretty good block, but you responded with 2 back-to-back three-pointers. How did you feel when you were able to respond in that way?
I felt good because getting a block was a pretty bad block, so I had to step up somehow.
Do you feel like you stepped up today?
Yeah, a little bit. I think so. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you had a blowout win throughout most of the game. How do you feel like the squad was able to maintain the intensity all the way from beginning to end and put away the Saints?
Well, because earlier in the season they beat us, so we felt like we had to really get back at them because we took an L to them, so we had to fight back hard. That's why we kept the intensities. We had to bury them.
So this is a satisfying win for you today and your 8th straight win for the new year. How do you feel that the team is getting ready for playoffs?
I think we're getting better because beginning of the season we had a lot of injuries, and now everyone's coming back. We're getting back to the flow, back to our winning status.
And we've gotten back to our winning ways here. Yeah. We'll see you the next game. Great game. Back to you guys. You're good to go. Thank
8 straight wins. They've been impressive here, Sean.
Jordan Rose said it. This was really a statement win for Humber here today as St. Clair beat them in the last meeting. So it was really important that Humber came back and made this statement.
Yeah, 100%. You got to wonder how St. Clair did beat them the last time, as Humber was just dominant tonight. So for Natalie Stoverman and Sean Togut, I'm Steve Carney. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Humber Hawks get a huge win over the St. Clair Saints, 99-81. Gibson Edifel was great, but Tyrone Dixon, how about him? An unbelievable performance. And the Hawks get their 8th straight, move up to 11-3, and are that much closer to first place in the West Division.